Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I want to thank everybody for coming out, and thank the press for showing up and coming to the event, and thank everybody, all y'all, for coming. I'm Robert Shaffer with the Mississippi AFL-CIO, and this is David Newell with the Central Mississippi Building Trades. We'll be brief, and I got a few things to say, and then I'll turn it over to David. We're here today to talk about Mississippi jobs. We believe that projects being built in Mississippi should be built by Mississippians. That's who we represent, working Mississippians. And we're here today to announce labor's participation in the Kemper County energy facility. A lot's been written and a lot's been said about this project. What we've continuously said is that we believe the project needs Mississippi workers and the expertise of union labor to give a quality, safe operation that will last for 3 generations. Our previous opposition to this plant was based on those issues, and we believe we're satisfied our concerns here today with a recent signed agreement with the Southern Company, Mississippi Power. We know that this plant was started with the belief that it will offer a stable source of energy for Mississippi Power ratepayers. We know that attempting at cutting-edge technology to produce energy is a challenge that belongs to highly trained and capable workers who will now be working to build this plant. And we know that ratepayers will be assured that the operation producing their electricity is reliable and safe because trained, certified union workers built it. Every Mississippian I know believes that we need to be energy independent. In order to be energy independent, we must be willing to look at new and innovative ways and means to producing electricity. The Kemper plant is one such undertaking. When all said and done, nearly 12,000 individuals will have participated in building the project, and we believe with this agreement, the majority of those individuals will be Mississippians. Beyond the impact of the jobs, the state of Mississippi will receive an estimated $30 million annually in taxes from the impact of this facility. The increased power load resulting from this plant going online will make Mississippi more attractive to new industry and allow room for the expansion of existing industry, all of which should lead to an increase in our quality of life. For many reasons, we believe this project will be good for Mississippi. With our involvement, we can say it's a new good for the working men and women of this state, and it should make the state of Mississippi energy efficient for generations to come. We're proud to help build a safe, efficient, and reliable energy plant for our fellow Mississippians. Thank you for your time and listening, and this time I'll turn it over to David Newell, President of Central Mississippi Building Trades.
I too would like to thank all the people that's chosen to be with us, took time out from their duties and their jobs, folks standing behind me in support of what we're doing, and thank the news media for being here. I'm going to read a statement, and we got some to pass out to the media when we get through. My name is David Newell. I'm president of the Central Mississippi Building Trade Council. Representing the skills and certified craftsmen and women who will build the Kemper Energy Plant. Our members and Mississippi contractors are second to none in building skills, work safe, and producing a product that will stand the test of time. We are proud to be part of a project that will bring thousands of jobs to Mississippi today and provide the vital energy resource necessary to bring new jobs in the future. Without question, the need is there for a reliable source of energy to ensure that Mississippi Power ratepayers have access to affordable electricity for future generations. Mississippi Power has not built a new base load facility for 30 years. State regulators and even critics of this project agree we need the energy to power the future. We believe the Kemper plant will provide that secure, reliable energy our state needs. With Kemper, we will have a plant that uses local coal for local energy and will create local jobs. Our objective is to always have been to make sure that this plant is built the best possible way with the greatest potential for success and safety. And we want it built by skilled Mississippi workers. Working with the Southern Company, we can bring this project in on schedule and at the highest level of construction quality. As most of you know, the Mississippi Sierra Club has opposed this project and is in fact in court now trying to stop it. They are running an ad campaign calling on the state to pull the plug on Kemper. With all due respect to the Sierra Club, they are just wrong in their attempt to shut down this project. Mississippi needs the energy, Mississippi needs the jobs, and unfortunately, the lawsuit filed by the Sierra Club could end up costing ratepayers as much as $500 million more. While we recognize the Sierra Club may feel they are working in the best interest of Mississippi, we believe in that matter they are simply wrong, and we urge them to reconsider their position. With so many of our Mississippians about to realize the dream of good paying jobs and the economic improvement to one of our state's most impoverished areas that will result from this plant, we encourage the Sierra Club to rethink their wholesale opposition to this effort. I represent 20,000 members of the Central Mississippi Building Trade Council, and we are ready to go to work. Jobs, jobs, jobs is what we fight for. That's always been our position, and it always will be our position. Thank you all.
Any questions?
Is it true that the Southern Company promised you 1,000 jobs in Kemper? Is that correct?
We have agreement with the Southern Company to try to complete that project.
Is it also true that they promised that union labor would be utilized on the scrubber project at Plant Daniel and in future maintenance projects at the city power plants?
The coast plants down there have been negotiated with the Gulf Coast Building Trade Council and the contractors.
But is that part of this overall agreement?
That went under the agreement before Kemper was reached.
You brought up the Sierra Club. Are you aware of their accusation that former Governor Caleb Barber did not disclose the size of the plant during his term in office?
I am not familiar with that. What ex-Governor Barber and the Sierra Club talk about, I'm not privy to. The Sierra Club, we was never joined together with the Sierra Club. We done our own negotiation. They done their own thing. So, you know.
A lot of folks, they look at this organization and say, well, you were once on the other side of the fence, now you're back on this side. What is your reaction to that?
Mississippi AFL-CIO has always been for getting union jobs. Our position has never changed, and it will never change. And I don't see how anybody could twist it into saying anything else.
Let me be clear. Our position's always been about Mississippi workers working on Mississippi jobs, whether at Kemper, the Gulf Coast, power plants, or wherever. These skilled craftsmen in Mississippi, most of them spent 5 years in apprenticeship programs. That's equivalent to a college education. They raise their families here. They buy their cars here. They pay taxes in this state. They should have access to Mississippi jobs before out-of-state people has them. And that's always been our fight.
On that note, you brought up, going back to the Sierra Club again, are you surprised that groups like that are still consistently fighting this type of project?
They've always fought projects like this. A lot of time, most economic developments, if it's anything that they don't fully believe in, they go to battle with it. Nuclear power plants and others, you know, it's kind of consistent in what they do.
So where do you guys go from here to help get the project going?
We consistently talk with our owners and contractors, regardless of where it's Kemper County, the Gulf Coast, and other projects, trying to promote our skilled craftsmen to where they can make a living for their families.
Can you give any more details of the deal you worked out?
Not at this time. Maybe a little later on. I'm not privileged to give many details out because of the agreements that we have reached at this point.
Are the workers that are currently on site going to be forced to join the Building Trades Council unions?
That has not been decided yet.
Will workers on the site currently be discharged in favor of current Building Trades Council members?
I don't think so. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate the questions, and we got another conference on the Gulf Coast. We got to travel down there, so time is going to be kind of essence to us. Thank you all.
Thank you.